It's going to be on sale for $2.99. So let me show you this Rapunzel. This is a Rapunzel that I wouldn't showcase on live because I've had this sample for a really long time, and she's just kind of, she's got, do you guys kind of see this like little rat's nest going on back here, and she's like kind of dry. So I'm going to show you guys how you can like fix that. Do you guys want to see? We got like, let's see if I can do it in about 5 minutes. So this is Rapunzel, and it's an older wig style. This wig you have to have restore with. So what I would start, first thing I would do, I like to do this with the wig on my head. I just think it's easier. I always do all of my little fixing them on my head. I just think it's better. So for detangling and this particular project, I don't use the wig comb, I use the wig brush. This brush is better, in my opinion, for detangling. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Restore and I'm going to pre-spray my wig. Tina, will you screen record this? Tina, will you take a second? Do you have 2 devices or no? Or maybe someone just remember the time for me so I can swipe the comments. I need to put this on the website. But I need to do a screen recording of this and post it for you guys. So I'm going to start by, just remember the time, Tina, and we can go back later. So I'm gonna use a whole bunch of Restore, and I'm going to spritz this side. Okay, so that's step 1. Now, 2 ways that we can fix this wig. 1, we can add Restore and straighten it and then recurl it. But sometimes like that's kind of difficult. Now also with this wig brush, guys, I don't rip through my wig. I brush my wigs like I would brush my tender-headed 6-year-old's hair. Okay, so don't do this in a hurry. This is like Saturday, watch your favorite crime drama on your phone while you're in the bathroom, just kind of styling wigs. So this takes a minute because this is a long wig. But don't worry, I'm not combing all these curls out. We're gonna make this really pretty, okay? So patience is a virtue, especially with these longer styles. Rapunzel is our longest wig. I want to say she is she 28 or 29 inches, Tina? This is Rapunzel in the Seduction. She is available. And now that you know how to, I scared you. What did I say? What did I say? Oh, that I was going to pull all these curls out? No. Once they get wet, they'll come back. Okay, but see how, like, I mean, these fibers are just, like, this has been a long time coming that this wig needs some help here, okay? So, you're going to notice that it's basically the bottom layer. So, like, this top layer, she's good, okay? I don't have any dryness here. I can just add some Restore and I'm good. Okay, so I'm going to take my, Tina, what's the number for these? These are amazing. We have them for a super, I think you get like a 6-pack on the website. So put this up so it's out of your way. And then let me see if I can even just get rid of a little bit more fibers. This one's got a little bit of burnt. It's not really burnt, it just gets dry. So I'm gonna clip up this section, but then I'm gonna come back to it. I'm only gonna do one side of this wig, guys, because I don't wanna be here all night with it. But real easy does it with the brushing, okay? Don't do it in a hurry. So I'm gonna work with this bottom section, and I'm gonna take, and this is like perfect again for any wig that you're like, I gotta do something with this or I'm gonna just have to say for goodbye. Also, the sooner you do this, the better. This wig is dry almost all the way up to here. If I would have used this technique on it sooner, I wouldn't have had I wouldn't have to cut up so high. Because the other thing is, once it gets dry on the edges, it will make it tangle more as well. Okay, so one more little brush. See how the edge keeps catching my brush? Yeah, okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna take my thinning shears, I'm gonna try to do this over my garbage can. I'm gonna start here because it's a little drier. You don't want too much hair because then your shears won't go through. But I'm gonna make probably like 3-inch spaced apart snips. You're not pulling your scissors through, you just snip and lift, snip and lift. Then I take my brush and I'm gonna pull. See how it keeps catching right there? That's what I want to get rid of. So I'm going to pull the out. And I'm going to keep doing that. Now it's more towards the edge still. I'm going to keep doing that until my brush doesn't catch anymore. And what that's going to do is, if you're not a hairdresser, now guys, you can also just take this to a hairdresser and they can just trim it up for you. I'm not a hairdresser and I don't want my wig to look like crooked or weird. So I'm just thinning out the edge, and you can do this with any wig that you want to have less volume. So if you bought a Nova and it's too much, start by thinning out the bottom. Tina, what all colors are left? Now see how these fibers are looking so much healthier already, like it looks like a brand new wig again. And I'm working on the bottom because this is the layer that gets messed up. Is this helpful for you guys? If so, drop me some fire in the chat. Let me know, like, yes, this is so helpful. So it's not going to be perfect. She's going to have more layers than she did before, right? But now, do you guys see how much easier it is for me to comb through those fibers? And it doesn't look bad, right? So I just took all that, and you're going to see, like, you're not even going to be able to tell that I, like, did this by way of, like, it's not going to look like half this wig is missing, girls. So then what I do, this is pretty fixed now. Okay, so I'm going to switch this section with this section. So let me, oh poop, there we go. Let me put this section up and here, because remember this one had some of that dryness too. You do not need to, you know, you don't have to do this with all of it, but this section had a little bit of dryness, so I'm going to do this here too. And I'll post this on the website at some point for you. Oops. I might have accidentally grabbed the other scissors. Yeah, I did. Those ones don't work as good as these ones. I went to Sally's, guys, to get mine. Someone told me you can also get them off Amazon, but I went to Sally's and I asked the lady there, what is the best thinning shears? You would ask me the brand. Just go to your local Sally's. I think I paid $30. See how it's rough to cut? Okay. Now, with a straight style like Bridget, Amanda, just do the restore and heat trick. Just put restore on your fibers and then use a straightener and it will fix it. It will fix it. But with, yeah, some people get them off Amazon. I don't know. They were $30 for me, and it's a really good brand. It doesn't take off a ton at a time. And this curl is going to come back as well. Because that's the thing with the curly ones, is with the curly ones, you guys, with straight ones, you can just use your restore and your straightener. But if you do that with a curly wig, it straightens the wig, and then you have to recurl it, which is kind of a pain. So I took out, you're going to see, it's going to look like so much hair, guys. That's why I tell you all, if your wig sheds, not to feel like your wig's going to go bald. These are just two small sections, you're going to see. And you're not even going to be able to tell that I took all that hair out. So now see how it's just gliding through? So now we're good. We got a brand new wig on that underneath now. So let me bring this other section back. These are the two sections I fixed. Just going to see how easy it is to comb out now? It's not like catching. Okay, so then I'm going to take, this is us, we sell these spray bottles on the website. Hopefully Tina's given you all this. I think it's all there. We sell this on the website too. Oh no. Okay, so this is Seduction, so it's not discontinued. So this is our continuous spray bottle. Now I'm going to take it, I'm going to wet this. Now, I don't recommend brushing a wig while it's wet if you just washed it. The reason we don't brush a wig when it's wet is because you don't want to brush it when the cap is wet, because you don't want to pull out fibers from the cap. But if you're just spritzing the actual wig itself, girls, you're going to be good. So once this dry, Okay, once this dry, but did you use heat, Amanda? For the Bridget, you're gonna use the Wig Restore in heat. You have to straighten it. You can't just spray the Wig Restore on it and then it work. Is this for any type of long curly wig? Absolutely. This is what I do with the curly ones to add it back. Then I'm gonna, because we didn't always push the Restore as much as we do now, a lot of people also just didn't, I mean, I use Restore on my curly wigs. I wear it before and after everywhere. I brush Restore through. So I'm gonna spray it some more Restore. See how the curl's coming back? Once it dries, the curl's gonna bounce right back, even though I just kept, that's the difference, Amanda. If you put heat on it, it'll be like magic. Spray it with your Restore and then straighten it with a straightening iron for any straight style. For any straight style. So now I'm gonna show you guys the difference. I'm gonna flip this back over. Okay, do you guys remember like the rat's nest that was in the back of this? So now see how pretty that just blends right back in? And I haven't really lost the length. Now, as you kind of do this, you know, because it'll get dry again eventually. They all get dry, right? But like so eventually some of your length will come off. But even if you were like, well, I'm just gonna trim this, you're still gonna have like a 26-inch wig. So that is that side. But look, that side looked like this, you guys. It had the same frizziness as this side did. So now I've thinned it. If you wanted to thin any more of it, you could. So let me know if this was helpful. And then as it dries, guys, this kind of looks a little bit straight still, but as this dry, it will kink back up and it's not gonna look like this. You guys see how, so we basically just cut all that off. And then if you wanted to, you could even, now that the underside is all fresh, if you were like, I want to get some of that length, I could. But look, you're going to see when I put it in the back, see how this is the same length, but see how this is all dried out? That's what you want to get rid of. You want to have these curls up here, but you don't want this. So you can either take that section completely out, okay, or you can just trim it up like that. So this is the Seduction. I think this is like the only one that I have to show you guys. But you could also just keep using the thinning shears and just cut that whole section off, depending on how bad it got for you guys. Let me tell you what I have of Rapunzel. Lisa, I add about a capful to this size bottle. This is our continuous spray bottle, and I add about a capful. But like, look at the difference. Let me split it again. Look at the difference of the underside on this side. It's perfect. And this still looks like craziness. So it's going to fix any of your long curly wigs for you. Okay, and then you don't have to worry about curling them again. Let me get you a price, my dear. How do you spell Rapunzel? R-A-P? Oh, that's not it. Is Rapunzel R-A-P-U, Tina? Okay, so for Rapunzel, I have Ash Blonde, Ashy Platinum, discontinued colors of Rapunzel, guys. I have Black Licorice, Cosmo Purple, Merlot, Sangria. And then regular colors, I have Toasted Blondie, Sunflower, Strawberry Kiss, Smoking Hot Blonde, Seduction, Mocha Malibu, Hollywood, Glazed Gingerbread, Cotton Candy, Chocolate Cake, Caramel Kiss, Brazilian Brown. So $149 for the discontinued colors. Thank you. $149 for the discontinued colors of this one. And for her, Lisa, I have the Black Licorice, the Cosmo Purple, the Merlot, and the Sangria. Is it bothering anybody else, though, that I didn't do the other side? I feel like I should go back to showing wigs, but my ADHD OCD wants to just show you how awesome this wig could look again. Should we do it or move on? You guys vote. I'll do what you want. I'll do what you want. I'll do it or I'll move on. Like, I should probably move on, right? But it's driving me crazy that it's only half done. I feel like these are those like videos that you watch on TikTok at like 3 o'clock in the morning of like how satisfying. Okay, let me just show you real fast, right? Let me just fix this side too real fast. Then it's fixed, right? We don't want to do it like halfway. All right, let me do this. Then you guys ask for your requests in the comments, okay? Mine too, yes. So yes, do it. Okay, I'll fix it. I want to show you the completed look, right? So again, patience with this, guys, because you don't want to stress out the fibers even more. But you'll know when your wig needs fixed, because see how it's hard? See how it's like so hard to even brush through it? So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do it again. We're gonna section it into 2 sections. I'm just gonna clip this over here out of my way. Okay, and then I'm going to work with this section. And this side's worse. The right side of this wig is thicker because it's the left side part. So we'll see. Once we finish this, we'll have to see if it's worth saving that couple of inches on the end or if we need to get rid of it. So again, it kind of, this one, because I let it go for so long, it's dry a lot further up. So just, that's a great point for you guys, that I would, you know, fix it sooner rather than later when they start to get dry, because you'll be able to save that length for a lot longer. And then I'm going to show you guys all the hair that we, oh, let me show you guys before we even start. Look at all the hair I took out just on this, on that one side. But it didn't even like make it look, yeah. It didn't even make it look like thin. That was all the hair just on side one. Okay, so same thing. I just do like 3 cuts at a time. Slow and steady is better because you don't want to like take off too much. But we want to get that dryness out of the wig. Now, I kind of do trim a little bit up into the thickness up here, just on this under, because I don't want it to be super like thin at the bottom on this layer. But again, we're specifically working on that kind of bottom layer, so this isn't going to affect the top of your wig at all, because you'll notice it's usually just like the bottom layer of your wigs that get like this. Same thing, a little bit more into that layer. Okay, then I'm going to spray this side with Restore and work that in with my fingers. You can also use thinning shears to kind of put some layers in. That's even a little bit more advanced than this though. This, if you mess up, it's just the bottom of your wig, you guys, so nobody is gonna notice. Like, no, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is just the bottom. So if you kind of cut too much, there's gonna be so much hair on top that you don't even. The wig restore is on our website. I do recommend, it comes in your wig care kit also, Tracy. So, okay, so same thing, I'm gonna, like something in my throat, there we go. It comes in your wig care kit, and it is a silicone spray that keeps your fibers nice. Oh, you know what I would recommend to do that I didn't do, guys? I kind of forgot, is I would take that section that I already did, and I would have pulled it back so I'm not cutting from the same section, but I kind of can't now because I don't know what was what. So we're just gonna have to work with both pieces at the same time again now. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I should have separated it. There we go. Look at how good it looks already though, you guys. Doesn't that look so much better? I'm gonna take just a little bit out of this top section just because it feels so much thicker now. And then pull through. That's why I say, if you guys see a little bit of shedding on your wig, like I promise you, Look at how much I'm taking and you still can't tell with this wig. Right? I'm telling you. Game changer. If you feel like learning this trick is going to be a game changer for those of you that love the longer, guys, you can do this with shorter styles too, but put up the majority of the wig, okay? So like say your Remy is starting to get dry, get a mannequin. If it's easier for you to see, do a mannequin. It's and then just put all the wig up except for that bottom layer and get rid of the part that looks dry. Okay, so just pin it up. Any wig where it starts to get a little crazy, especially if it's curly, because like I said, the straight ones, guys, you just use the heat and the restore and it'll fix for you. Yeah, so this will keep your long wigs really nice, Lisa. Okay, so what do we think? I think that looks looking really good, right? Guys, oh my gosh. We should have got a before and an after picture. For sure. I messed up on that one. So I don't know. I feel like the kind of really longer layers, they might need to go. I feel like they look a little scraggly. So all I would do in that situation, guys, is keep the chops. I would do like multiple chops like this. And I focus right on that area because I don't want it to look blunt. When you say heat, blow dry, oh no, a curling or a straightening iron. Look, so I'm just gonna trim that. I felt like that looked a little bit raggedy. Did you guys feel like it looked a little raggedy? I think on that one I just waited a little bit too long on the length. So I'm just gonna do the same thing on the other side so I don't have this one piece just kind of looks a little like it just was, I just waited too long to fix it. So let me see. Length here. I'm just like targeting that one area and I'm just making like a whole bunch of cuts right there. Cause again, I don't know how to like blend in a cut. If you have a hairdresser, she can just fix it. She can just kind of trim it. But I just feel like that one little piece at the bottom needed to go. I did. I felt like that one little piece at the bottom kind of needed to go. Look at how much more healthy she looks. I mean, this looks like a brand new wig again. So again, I'm going to add some water. My 10-minute tutorial took 20. Whoa, what did I do to my spray bottle? Oh, I don't know what I did. I don't know what I did with my spray bottle, but we'll just use the restore. Now let's add bangs. Maybe another night. I need a curling iron and way more tools than I have for bangs. So now I'm going to spray in the restore. And I'm going to overspray it because this wig was so dry, guys. It was such an old sample. She has been used. But see how the curl is coming back, y'all? Were you a little afraid when I was doing all that brushing on the curl? Look how pretty this is. That wave's coming back. And then I'm going to take down the top. Because the tops always stay great. That looks like a brand new wig, you guys. All right, so the Facebook Live version of clapping is hearts and fire in the comments. So hit up that heart button if that was super helpful. I mean, look at all the hair that we took off, guys, and look at how much hair is still there. So don't ever be afraid of your wig shedding a little. And then I would just kind of brush through the top because now the top just needs like a little bit of TLC here. Look at how amazing that is. Yes, you guys can do that with any wig, okay? But don't do all the fibers. Just put up the top, okay? And really focus on those bottom layers that tend to get... But guys, I didn't even take that much layer off. You saw. I mean, this is a 28-inch wig. And I took off, what, maybe 2 inches? You guys think like maybe 1.5 inches, 2 inches of that wig? So it just looks so good. She looks so refreshed. She looks like Rapunzel again. And I probably have 50 more wigs that I need to do this to. So maybe we need to do a whole Mr. Fix-It live. But look at how beautiful this looks now. And look at the back. super stunning. And the Restore helps you guys with tangling. You know, your wigs are always going to tangle if they're longer. Look at how healthy that looks. Oh my gosh, I'm looking in the mirror over here. That looks so good. Look at the curl now in the back. Yeah, so pretty, so pretty, so pretty. So I just went to my local Sally's to get those thinning shears. People have gotten them in on Amazon too, but these are really good ones. I mean, you guys saw they were nice and sharp. And I just went to my local Sally's and I said, I just want to thin out some wigs, and she just helped me. So, but if you wanted to thin your wig, like if you felt like there was just too much weight on one side or the other, you could do that as well. Look how pretty that is. And also when you use those thinning shears, it will actually help it from tangling more too. So that's going to be